Crusaders, ARES, Starfighter ships, heavy fighters classified as capital killers, the Ion and Inferno were absolute beasts when they first released onto the live servers. Things have since changed, but has it been for the better? Sit back and relax as we take a closer look at both the ARES, Inferno and Ion's stats, performance and my own opinion on whether they still hold up on the live BU. The only difference between the two is that the Inferno has a grey or black paint with a huge size 7 Gatling gun, whereas the Ion comes in white with a size 7 laser cannon. Both carry 20 size 3 missiles, so at least that has remained the same throughout all the nerfs. But which one is the better ARES ship these days? Well, the Inferno has always had a special place in my heart personally. I remember melting hammerhead after hammerhead, playing solo, doing ERTs a few patches back. It was great. You could do like 5 of them in a row before needing to rearm. Those days are gone, at least for now, but we'll get back to that in a bit. The Ion I loved just as much, though it was quite a lot weaker than the Inferno when it came to doing ERTs with the bearing laser cannon. Then came the first set of nerfs. They lowered the damage quite a bit, especially harming the Inferno, but few people knew that the Ion, despite doing less damage, had its fire rate nearly doubled. Well, those of us who realized this kept our mouths tightly shut, going pew 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 all the way to the back. But then came the F7A and the second round of nerfs, which absolutely killed these ships, at least compared to how they performed on launch. The handling, shields and maneuverability all remained the same, but the Inferno's ballistic Gatling gun could now overheat, and the Ion's laser cannon had to charge before firing. The latter has since been rectified, but that double speed fire rate of the Ion is no more, and that's a shame. So how do they perform in battle today? I'm going to keep this short in order not to cry, swear or do both, because I love these ships. But lately it's more like trying to love someone who cheated on you. You know what I mean? Okay, so not the best example, but you get my point. Starting with the Inferno, I hate what it has become. I honestly do. This went from being one, if not my favorite solo fighter, to one who gathered dust in my hangar and ultimately melted in shame. You'd better hope you don't run into small fighters, because there's almost no way you're going to hit it with the now slower projectile speed of the ballistic Gatling guns. And what about melting hammerheads in seconds? I mean, that's what it was designed for, right? It used to do that no problem, but no more. Sure, you can still do ERTs with it, but having to wait between cooldowns for your guns as the large ship shields regenerate is frustrating at best. It's just not the same. I fear that the ARES Inferno is ruined for the moment. Let's hope they revive what it used to be in a future patch. I'm very sour about this one, but how about the Ion? Well, whereas the Inferno has always been the clear winner and obvious choice, the Ion, for me anyway, feels much better since you actually have a fighting chance against smaller fighters. 1 to 3 shots on target and small fighters or other nimble ships go boom, whereas the Inferno struggles to get enough shots on target before they zoom past. The ARES Starfighter lineup surely aren't the anti-capital killing machines they were, unless you have a wingman or 2 in the same fighters. Maybe that's what CIG intended, I guess, I don't know. But I'd say if you want an ARES Starfighter, go with the Ion for now. No overheating, no need to rearm apart from the missiles, and overall a more satisfying gameplay experience as opposed to the Inferno. That sucks to say, but yeah, that's my truth. They're both still fun to fly, look great and feel powerful as those big size 7s go off, just not what they used to be. And with that being said, massive thanks to all my subscribers, your support means the world to me. Like, subscribe if you haven't done so yet, and let me know your thoughts on the ARES Ion and Inferno. Take care of yourself and I'll see you soon.